Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's Legion baseball game between Braintree and Norwood. Mike Watson bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are underway here in the top half of the first. First pitch is fouled off back behind the third base dugout as play is underway, starting looks like a couple minutes early now for the scheduled 8:15 start time. Both sides having reasons to move the game back from 7:30 to a little bit later, as Braintree trying to get back in the win column after a disappointing loss to begin the season against North Attleboro in their home opener on Monday. So Benson leading things off for Norwood as the pitch is grounded middle of the infield, and the play is at third. The long throw across is dug out but not in time, and a leadoff infield hit. Good bid over there at third base. Shelgen trying to make the play. So the leadoff hitter is aboard against the Braintree starter, as Mazza getting the ball here to begin the game. Busy week here at Braintree High School as this one's knocked back and out of play. So an infield hit beginning the ball game. Defense looking for the first out. Check on over at first. Leadoff runner is aboard. Both sides wearing their blue uniforms, with the yellow letters. The runner takes off, and the pitch on the ground over to third base. This one an easier play. The throw across in time. Now back to third, and the throw is not in time, and then it gets away, and the game's first run will come across. So Braintree with a throwing error, and that brings in the game's first run. So some aggressive base running pays off for Norwood. Takes the lead here on the road. As this one again on the ground to third. That's three different times it's gone in that direction, and a couple of putouts now at third. The first game for Norwood. Braintree 0-1. Base is clear with two outs, and the pitch is off the edge. Really can't read the coach's handwriting for the Norwood Post, so any of the pronunciations, the last names, certainly don't have much confidence in. And a base runner here with two outs. Right-hander ready, and that one's low. one sharply hit on the ground over to short. And the force out going across to second. And the 86ers will get through this first inning, but they do allow a run on a throwing error, as the game is now 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Bottom half of the first inning as the 86ers trail 1-0. Trying to get things started. And a wave and a miss at a pitch downstairs. The right fielder here today, Donnelly, Braintree with a much different looking lineup than probably will have as the season moves on. A little short-handed here to begin the season. And the pitch as this one is in foul ground, third base side. And that one's going to reach out of play. So it'll be Donnelly, Regan, and Uhas to begin this ball game for the 86ers. A couple left-handed bats against the left-handed starter. This one on the ground to third base. He gets by him. Now it's short. Long throw. It's high, and it's going to be not in time. So an infield hit. Wasn't a ton of velocity behind that throw, and obviously it elevated very quickly. The throw was off target. One of those 50-50 calls. Probably with an accurate throw would have had him, but certainly wasn't an easy play. To go either way, whether it's a hit or an error. Give Braintree the generous ruling on the hit. So Donnelly aboard. Well, Regan. Trying to get the Braintree offense going. Struggling to start the season, obviously just through the first game. It looked like a balk. First baseman coming over to talk with his pitcher, and I think maybe saying, don't do that again. We have seen during the high school season, there was a little bit more emphasis on calling balks. As a throw in that direction, he hasn't picked off. And now the tag is applied, so Braintree, who was claiming that there was a balk on the pitch prior, this time getting caught, and a pickoff play retires the leadoff man. Very short-lived time on first. Certainly not what head coach Casey wants to see here. This team obviously struggling to score. That first game. Don't want to take away scoring opportunities here in this first inning. This pitch on the way, and this one hits him. So instead of the first two being on, there is just one on the hit by pitch. The off-speed pitch catches Regan. Strike called on the bottom half of the zone as Uhas will step in. See if Braintree's a little bit more careful on the base paths now after seeing that pickoff play. The runner at first and one out. And another pickoff play. Pitch is high. This one popped up on the infield and foul ground. Long run and backpedaling to make the catch. Almost stumbling in the process, but making the catch for the second out. Pitch a strike on the edge. As Rogers slides up from the 5 to the cleanup spot from a game ago to having a nice showing in the home opener. One of the few bright spots in that loss. As this one driven out towards center field, but playable. And that'll do it here in the bottom half of the first. Braintree gets a hit batter. Also had a hit, but a pickoff play quickly erased that opportunity as we head to the second in a 1-0 game. Top of the second inning. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for Norwood, as that one's cut on and missed. Working very quickly here on the mound is Maza. Missing outside. That leadoff single beginning the game on an infield hit, end up coming around to score on the throwing error. As that one outside. Third baseman Graham. Good pitch, and that's in there for a called third strike. Good pitch on the edge. First strikeout for either pitcher. High and tight now to McDonough. DHing here today. The righty is ready, and again missing up in the zone. Two-0 count, and able to get it by him. And that ball going right to the rubber and delivering. And the 2-1. And that catches the corner. Leadoff man striking out. And now the 2-2 as that one's out of play. Very busy week here at Braintree High School after the playoffs ended for the high school team. 3 home games this week. Braintree White Sox in action as well a couple times. A lot of baseball going on here. Getting ready now, and the 2-strike pitch in there. A back-to-back strikeout looking. That's some pretty good movement off the edge of the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts looking here to begin the second inning. For a clean 1-2-3 second. The offense still trying to get something started. 5, 6, and 7 for Braintree in the bottom half of the second. As this one's popped up on the infield. Over at second base, and that one is put away to end the inning. So they go 1-2-3, and it'll be post 86, batting down a run in a moment. Bottom of the second, and the pitch is down in the dirt. 5, 6, and 7. As Cohen leads off, the left fielder. All the new faces from a game ago. Down in the dirt. The lefty on the mound for Norwood was able to dance around a couple of base runners. Obviously that leadoff base hit and then the pickoff play was a big factor back in that first inning. Did hit a batter as well, but was able to get through it unscathed. And the pitch is not close. That one hits the plate and gets over to the backstop as the runner takes first. He thought about maybe going for second, but almost impossible to do generally on a fourth ball. Go all the way from first to second. Braintree's now had their third base runner here in the early ball game. And for the second straight inning, a leadoff base runner. As again, there's a pickoff play. Braintree might as well stay right next to that bag because clearly the pitcher is throwing in that direction. Brings up the shortstop, Kerry. That's a strike. So Braintree down a run, having an opportunity here to potentially think about a small ball sacrifice here. Not showing and taking the pitch down. Lead from first and the pitch, and again missing off the edge. Got to be ready now on the 2-1. Let's imagine the pitcher's going to come in with a good pitch. There's the pickoff play. Lefty ready, runner takes off, the pitch is outside, the throw down to second is not in time, and a stolen base. So the tying run standing at second with nobody out here in the second inning. As the pitch misses, and that is ball 4. So back-to-back walks to begin this inning, and that is Casey. That was the spelling there. Looked like an R to me, but it's Casey. So a good spot here for the home team. The chance to tie the score, potentially go ahead here in the second inning. Pair of walks out in front of Grieve. He's playing second base here today. Infield coming in at the corners, expecting a potential bunt. And the pitch, taking low. Nothing really has been tempting here in this inning to swing at. A lot of pitches outside the zone right now, as that one again misses. And way off the plate, and now in danger of walking loaded. And the pitch is not close, and that loads him up. So Braintree with as good of an opportunity as you can ask for here in the second inning, as they have the bases loaded with nobody out. Obviously, as a hitter, you're waiting for a good pitch to hit, but right now you can't really assume anything good is coming. The lack of control here in this inning as that first pitch is in there for a strike. And it's upstairs. Evens the count at 1-1. Post 86 looking to get on the scoreboard here in the inning, as that is by the hitter and a second strike. Put the ball in play. And the offering is cut on and missed. Able to fan him. So this is the number 9 hitter and the catcher Stenman. That's the pitch on the way, and that missed. Lefty on the way and gets the corner. Tough pitch to hit there. This one's lined up and out of play. Couple of strikes now on the hitter. Braintree had him loaded. After a strikeout, now there's one out, as that one's lined out of play. Pretty good swing at that last pitch. With the top of the order due up next. And the offering, same spot. Able to knock that one foul. Going to win the battle now. And that one missing badly. There's been some pitches here in this at bat and in the whole inning in general that have not even been close out of the hand. As this one makes contact with him, and he is hit by the pitch to bring in a run and tie the score. So one way or the other, runs brought in. Was not a hit. Braintree still without a hit here in the inning, but they have tied the score. 3 walks and a hit batter. And nobody throwing back behind the starter. Back to the top of the order for Donnelly. Had an infield single back in the first. Goes after the first pitch and a foul tip. Real big swing at that one. Working quickly, that's to left field, and that one's going to get down. A base hit as the runners advance. That was an excellent read over there at second base from Grieve to read that was dropping, and Braintree takes the lead 2-1. So finally, Braintree with the hit here in the inning. Bringing home a run. And a 2-1 advantage. Still with the bases juiced. Now for Regan. As he takes a strike. He was hit by a pitch back in inning number 1. As we're through the Braintree order now for the second time. This one sharply hit to third and caught on the line. That one hit as hard as it can be hit, but a great play over at third, and it almost ended up turning into a line drive double play. Thankfully for Braintree it didn't. But that one hit right on the button. Didn't miss much from getting down that third base line and turning into extra bases. That one's down in the dirt. A big spot here for Uhas, who popped up to first base his last time. Trying to drive in a couple of runs here with 2 outs. And takes a strike. As this one gets all the way to the backstop, and another run brought in without the benefit of a hit. A 3-1 lead. All 3 of the runs scored here in the second inning for Braintree. 3 walks, a hit batter, and a single. Braintree has scored 3 times. Obviously that one on the wild pitch. And a couple will get away. As this one sharply hit and through into right field. As 1 run's brought across, the second one is going to be stopped. And a great throw, and now it gets away from the catcher. As 2 runs come across, it's now a 5-1 game, and Braintree with the big inning here, taking full advantage of the poor pitching here in this second inning. It was a good throw from right field. The catcher just didn't make the play. And had Braintree sent the runner, probably would have been out, but obviously the catcher did not make the catch. And that one got away and brought another extra run in. So US all the way over to third as he clears the bases. Pitch missing. Last time out, Rogers flied to center. As this one's down in the dirt, nice stop by the catcher, who's had to be very busy here in this inning. Braintree trying to continue to score here in this second inning. It's been a 5-run inning so far, and that one not close as the walks continue. A fourth of the inning. It's kind of the reverse of what was going on Monday. Braintree allowed a couple of big innings. First pitch in there for a strike. Runners at the corners with 2 outs and the pitch. This one sharply hit out to center field as Rogers again drives it, make that Cohen driving that one to center field, and it is caught to end the inning. But Braintree with a nice inning here in inning number 2. They score 5 times and take a 4-run lead, 5-1 as we head to the third. Top half of the third inning. Mazza back out. Coming off of a 1-2-3 second. That's this one out towards center field. Reading that one much better off the bat as Regan puts it away. So the number 9 man retired here to begin the inning. Back to the top of the order. Bring up Benson, who singled to begin the game. 5-1 lead here for the home team. And this one is again in the air. This one to right field. Couple of lazy flyouts here to begin the inning. F8, F9. Should be nice to see another quick 1-2-3 inning. Post 86 looking for that first win of the year in game number 2. Ready, winds and fires, and missing down and away. Good spot, down at the knees. 2-1 the count, bases clear, 2 outs. Top half of the third inning here at Braintree High School. Missing upstairs. Pitch is inside, and that will be a walk, the second surrendered here of the outing. First pitch swing, and that one's knocked out of play. Runner being held on at first. Reasonable lead there with 2 outs. And the pitch. That's a close pitch. Didn't go his way. ground foul. Signs being relayed across to the base runner. Runner goes on the pitch, and that one misses the throw down, not in time. Another close pitch. A base hit here could give Norwood their second run of this game. But Braintree trying to get through this inning. Looking for that third out. The pitch gets all the way through, and that one makes contact with the umpire. That does not happen very often, where no one gets by the catcher, and that's not what you want to see here. It wasn't intentional, but that does not happen very often, and Stedman just did not catch it. That is a very dangerous situation for the home plate umpire. As this one's popped up and out of play. So the runner has moved from first all the way to third now after the stolen base, and then the ricochet on the last pitch off the home plate umpire. And a 5-1 game. Pitch. And this one sharply hit to right field, a base hit, as the runner will come across. So a 2-out RBI hit. That walk coming to prove to be costly. A run in the first, a run here in the third for Norwood. Has a runner now at first with 2 outs. 2-3 hitters responsible for that run, as this one is cut on and missed. One missing. And a pop-up, this one to right field. Seen a couple in the air in the inning. And that one put away in right field as Braintree surrenders one back and hold on to a 5-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third, 5-2 game. And this one out to right field. This one an in-between play as the right fielder able to track it down. Braintree with back-to-back flyouts, heading back to the last inning. Continuing down in the order. Pitches upstairs. Base is empty, 1 out. Here at the bottom of the third. 5-2 lead for the home team. Sitting in the driver's seat. Lefty again. Another spot where looks like he's going to walk another one. Pitch is down, and another walk is surrendered. Second time he's walked Reeve. 5 walks surrendered by the starter. First pitch missing off the edge. Steal last inning for the Braintree base stealers. Kickoff play. More often than not, he's thrown over in that direction. That one is low and no advance for the base runner. Pickoff play as that high throw nearly got away. And that one just about getting to the backstop too. That's wild pitches thrown out of that left hand. Danger of walking another one. And that one gets away, and another free pass is served up as Grieve digs second, and now we'll stop there. Back-to-back walks. Braintree continues to be handed free passes. Took advantage to the tune of 5 runs back in the second. They're threatening again here in the third. And they haven't had a ton of hits in this game. It's been all help from the pitcher. It's really been wild. This one sharply hit middle of the infield. This could be a double play ball as the man is tagged at second, and the throw to first is in time for the double play, and that ends the inning. So Braintree looked like a promising inning, but they do not score. The double play finishes off the inning. Top of the fourth, and the first pitch is low. 5, 6, and 7. The order for Norwood, who has some action throwing in their bullpen. Good opportunity to score in the bottom half of the third, but Braintree with the double play, obviously ending that threat. That's this one in foul ground, some room there, and Uhas overrunning it. Playing that one a little bit. Extra strike now for the hitter. As time is called. Knocked out of play over the screen. Full of strikes now on the leadoff hitter. Maserati winds and fires, and he struck him out on another called third strike. His third strikeout, and all of them have been looking. Pitch on the edge for a strike. A nice job mixing up pitches here as he gets it by him. For the second out already here of this fourth inning. It's a pitch on the way, and he got it right by him. Just went right with the heat. Back-to-back Ks. Strikeout of the outing, and there are 2 down here in the top half of the fourth. 5-2 lead for Braintree over Norwood. As this one first pitch swing over to third base. That was a busy spot back in the first, and that is the end of the fourth. A good inning here for Braintree as the bats will get started again in the bottom half with a 5-2 lead. First pitch swing on the ground over to the mound. And the first out in the first pitch. leadoff man retired here to begin the bottom half of the fourth, as Donnelly retired for the first time. Brings up Regan. Lined out sharply as last time. Has also been hit by a pitch. So it was the 1-2-3 here for Braintree. The leadoff man has been retired. And the pitch is inside. Sharply hit again. This one finds its way through the left side. A one-out base hit. Just the third hit of the game for Braintree, with 5 runs on the board. Obviously, if you joined late, Braintree has been aided by a ton of walks as another pickoff play at first. Walked 6 times. They've also been hit by a pitch twice. So it's all been against the starter, who's still in the game, but there's some action behind him as the pitch is tight. Haas delivering a 2-run hit last time, opening the game up a little bit. As that one's in there on the inside part for a strike. 1 for 2 in the game. He's popped up and has doubled. Off the edge of the plate. Trying to score again. All 5 of the Braintree runs back in inning number 2. As the pickoff play. Couple looks in that direction and the pitch. And a called strike down at the knees. Runner takes off. The ground ball is foul of first. Pickoff play. Braintree picked off back in the first inning, but learned the lesson pretty quickly as the throw again in that direction. Really keeping a close eye on Regan, who did take off on the last pitch. And he takes off again. The pitch is low, and he has walked another one. And the coach coming out with the reliever ready in the bullpen. We're certainly going to expect to see a pitching change here. And he's fortunate right now. He's only allowed the 5 runs. He's not pitched well here today, and will depart with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And continuing, and this one driven out to right field off the bat and up and over the head of the outfielder, as the runner will come all the way around to score, and they'll now try and wave a second around. Here comes the plate of the plate, the throw, and he is going to be out at home, as Braintree trying to bring across an extra run there, and a spot, I don't know if he needed that. Braintree had an opportunity to really open things up. Does get the run, but the runner caught at the plate on a great relay. An RBI double. This pitch is outside. Braintree's first run since back in the 2nd inning. They extend the lead to 6-2 against the reliever. Down and away. Stepping off, but not throwing in the direction of second. On the ground on a couple of hops over to third base. Cut off the throw across, and he just got it there in time to end the inning. But Braintree scores a run, could have had more in the fourth inning as we head to the fifth. 6-2, home team. This one driven out to deep left field. This one tailing towards the fence. That's going to get down and roll against the wall. And a stand-up double beginning the inning. Best hit ball of the day by Norwood. So McDonough stands at second to begin the inning. Braintree scored an insurance run in the bottom half of the fourth, but Norwood trying to get that run back. Left-handed hitter. Braintree brings the infield in at the corners. This one on the middle of the infield. Over to second off the weird deflection. Throw across, and it doesn't get there in time. So an infield hit. The instruction now be giving out to the infield. As the first two have reached, they're on the corners. Here in a 4-run game in the fifth inning. Pick-off play at first. Relatively close play there in that direction. So it's the leadoff man, Benson, who has singled and flied out to right field. And this one in the direction of right again. Hit pretty well. And it's up and over the head in center field as the runner scores from third, and now a double. An RBI hit makes it 6-3. A couple of hard hit balls here in the inning. Third time around now. Things starting to tighten up now in a 6-3 game with 2 more in scoring position. Big swing and a miss. So a couple of doubles and a single in this inning. Braintree still searching for that first step. Fastball down. Good moment to play. That runner caught at the plate back in the fourth inning. Upstairs. No action up and behind the pitcher. Right-hander ready, and the pitch just missing. Tough pitch did not go his way. He's falling behind now, in danger of walking. The base is loaded now. Goes after it and knocks it to the backstop. Really use one of those strikeouts looking again. Stand 4 so far here in this game. Could use that number 5. 2 steps off. And ready. And it's popped up in foul ground to look over, but it's out of play. Time called at the dish. Getting ready here on the full count. And he walked him. Missing down. And this game has really changed. Blink of an eye. First pitch swing, a pop up and foul ground. A look over in foul territory and able to make the catch. An acrobatic play, almost overran it, and able to make the play, and that was a big first out. We're really hoping to see a play there. Seen a lot of balls in that direction, kind of pushed back towards fair territory, and it's being misjudged, so it's a good situation there for the home team to get that first out, as this one is foul tipped and held on to for the strike. They're in at the corners. Could potentially go home on a ground ball. This one's back and out of play. Looking for back-to-back outs after loading up the bases. And the pitch. Oh, that's a good-looking spot on the edge. Did not get the strike. Trying to go back to the outside corner. He's fanned 3 looking. So he goes back on that same spot, the outside part. And this time gets him on a called third strike. Only caught a lot more of the plate. And there are 2 down. So we have big momentum shifting inning if Braintree can get out of it with just the 1 run. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch. That's a strike. The RBI double from Benson. The run right now for Norwood, who has him loaded up. As that one's down in the dirt, and a run will score as the catcher can't keep it in front of him. And it's a 6-4 game. Seen both sides have a couple of pitches get back behind the plate, back behind the catcher. This game is really tightened up, and a hit here would potentially tie the score. Ready. Oh, wow, that's a close pitch. Did not go his way. Good from here. Now in danger of walking another one. And this one is knocked foul at the dish. Now the full count. Need to get out of this inning. Trying to hold on to that 2-run lead. Six, 7, and 8 for the 86ers in the bottom half of this 5th. And the pitch, off speed, he missed. Walks another one here in the inning. He's now walked 4 in the outing. That's been one of the few blemishes against him. Bases are full again. With 2 outs, nowhere to put them. And the first pitch is on the ground, middle of the infield. Over at shortstop. Long throw across, and he got it there in time. Big time play there at shortstop. Takes away a run. So Braintree's defense able to get it through. Here to end the top half of the 5th as the Norwood post leaves the bases loaded here in the inning. And a 6-4 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th. Braintree giving up 2 runs, making it 6-4. Head to the bottom half of this 5th inning as Casey leads things off. It's walked and flied out to right field. On foul tipped at the dish. He made a nice play to end the top half of the inning to strand the bases loaded on a nice running play at shortstop. Always tough when the fielder has to come in like that. And just sharply hit to third, but it caught. Brentry's had a couple of those hot shots to third. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And second time, taking away a hit. Lead off out. Bringing up Grieve, who's walked twice and takes the pitch off the plate. Known for his pitching, getting a chance to play second and bat here today. And hasn't seen anything tempting in the at-bat yet. He's already walked twice, hasn't seen much to hit. Batting in the 7th spot as this one's knocked off the catcher. Got a good pitch to hit that time on the fastball. 2-0. And the offering. That's in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch. Fills up the count. On the ground, this one foul. First. Lead off, line out to third base. Beginning of this inning. In the bottom half of the 5th in a 6-4 game in favor of the home team. As this one's popped back and out of play, went after a pitch out of the zone. Braintree in their 2nd regular season game here of the Legion season. District 6. Which has been right at the top 3 or 4 spots in the standings for a long time now. But right now trying to move it up the standings as this one on the infield is a base hit. That one finds its way through. Stomped at the last moment, but nonetheless, there wasn't going to be a play to be made. So Grieve on for the 3rd time here today. First hit. See if Braintree puts a play on here with 1 out. New pitcher be able to get a better lead, and they don't need to now as the ball gets away. Neither catcher has really been able to keep the ball in front of them here in this game. Seen a lot of extra bases being handed around. Those are big plays in a game, especially when it's a 2-run game. Big insurance run there at second base now. Much bigger situation with the runner at second versus first. Good score on a hit. Takes a strike. It's a good fastball. Big swing and a miss. So it's knocked back and out of play. Two in the top half of this inning for Norwood. Braintree trying to get 1 back. And he struck him out looking on the edge. Second time fanning ball game. Took it down to the number 9 spot. Stenman, who bounced into a double play his last time, also has been hit by a pitch that brought a run in. For a timely hit here with 2 outs. Catcher again having trouble with it. Not far enough away to advance. Hangs upstairs. Missing. Top of the order looming. Don't really want to walk the number 9 man. Finds the outside corner. far, 7 walks have been handed out, and now an 8th. It's not what you want to do. Walk the number 9 man in front of the top of the order. See if Braintree can make him pay. Brings up Donnelly, who has a couple of hits, 2 for 3. A couple of singles, had an RBI. 2 on and 2 out. Here in the bottom half of the 5th. Takes the first pitch and their first strike. Fourth time through now. It's the pitching here for Norwood. On to their second pitcher of the game. And finds the outside corner now for the second strike. Ready on the 2-strike pitch, and looks like a pretty similar spot to the last couple of pitches. Obviously just off the plate. There's the runner's lead from first and second. And that one's down. Been able to battle back to make it a 2-2 count. Looking for a big hit here. Hit here would be his 3rd of the game. Braintree could use it. Trying to give a little bit more breathing room. This game was at one point a 4-run game. It's down to 2. On the way, and this one out to left field, and that one is just a foul ball. That would have easily brought home the runner. Falls just foul. A couple in that direction, down that third base line. A little flaring hit in that direction. And a bat here. Again, the offering. This one to third on a hop. And the throw across to get the force out at second. And Braintree doesn't score here in the 5th. They leave 2 on here in the 5th inning as we head to the 6th, a 6-4 game. First pitch, and there for a strike. 6th inning of work now for the starter, Mazza. That one off the plate. Still no tossing back behind him as he heads into his 6th inning of work. A 6-4 lead as this one is knocked off the catcher. 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Norwood leaving the bases loaded back in the 5th inning. They did score twice. As this one to left field, a base hit. A flaring base hit to begin the inning. And a pinch runner now. First pitch is inside. That's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Leadoff man on. Braintree looking for that first out here in the inning of a ground ball double play. That one's down. Popped up back behind the plate A look there for the catcher who overran it, and that's one you would like to have. Certainly wonder maybe that would have been a better play for the pitcher. Those ones that drop and foul ground, you really need those. Actually going to start getting going here now, it looks like. Just one on the ground, right side, over to second. Underhanded flip over to the bag and back to first. Can't turn the two. Do get the lead man. Game. Tying run is at the plate. And the pitch. And this one over to second, over the head, and into center field. A couple of hits here in the inning. Bottom of the order getting the job done. 7-9 hitters getting singles. And there are 2 on. The tying run's aboard. Top of the order again, 4th time through. Benson, we had an RBI double as last time. A couple of hits from the top spot. 2 for 3 here today. Single and a double. It's Rogers up and throwing for Braintree. Back in their bullpen. Right now clinging to a 2-run lead. The first pitch is down the dirt. Nice stop back behind the plate this time. Big play from Stenman to keep that one from going to the backstop. On the ground, this one on the right side finds its way through, the 3rd hit of the inning, as the runner is going to stop there as the throw comes back into the middle of the infield. Starting to run out of gas a bit here. We play here into the 6th inning, and the base is loaded again, the 2nd straight inning. 3 singles in the inning. They haven't scored yet, but they're loaded up. And they have their best hitters, 2 and 3 next. Pretty good spot, but doesn't get the call. That's a strike. Wants to keep working on that mound. Getting the ball and trying to deliver right quickly to the plate. Keep the hitter off balance as he misses outside. Just 1 out. Bases are loaded. Tying run. Tying runs, essentially, on base. Go ahead, run at first. And the 2-1 offering, got it by him, good pitch. May have chased the ball there. Really use a strikeout with the bases full. The offering off speed, this one popped up. And a look here for the catcher who puts it away. That is a real big out. Able to make the play in foul ground. Trying to maneuver through this 6th inning. First pitch, able to get it by him. Went after a pitch down. 6-4 game with 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. Braintree holding on to a 2-run lead, but bases are filled. That one's high. Offering. Oh, wow, he just missed. Really need that. Need that as a pitcher on a pitch on the edge. Where to put him. And the 2-1. That one missed inside. So now he's got to come in here with a good pitch. We're going to get a fastball. The 3-1 is in there, and the count fills. Coming all the way back. Runners will be on the move. Getting ready. Big time pitch upcoming. Runners go. The 3-2, and he missed and walked in a run. And it's now a 6-5 game, and does head coach Casey come out to make the pitching change? It looks like he may. Here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Was a pitch away from getting through that at bat. At one point, Braintree had a 5-1 lead. So that lead is almost gone, leading by just 1. And I'll leave his starter in. Imagine Rogers has got to be pretty close to ready at this point, but he's going to leave him in and hope to get the next guy. First pitch swing, a pop-up, and that's going to be out of play. Trying to get some help from his defense. So Norwood has scratched across a run to get within 1. 6-5 game with 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. Braintree's led the entire way. Has this one over to third, and that one by the dive and off the glove in shortstop. Here's the play to the plate. The throw in time and the tag. He's out. Wow. That is a tough call to go against Norwood there. A very close play at the plate, and that would have been the go-ahead run to score, but we are tied up as we head to the bottom half of the 6th in a 6-6 game. Wow, a very tough call to go against the visitors, but a game here we've seen some close calls, and we've seen both sides now get caught at the plate as we head to the bottom of the 6th, with Braintree needing a run now to go ahead. Bottom half of the 6th inning in a game that has now tied up. And this one sharply hit, and a fair ball down the third base line as Braintree with the leadoff man aboard. And now a wide turn, and wisely pulling back to first. Braintree giving up what was a 4-run lead at one point. It's now tied, and they look for the go-ahead run. Third time on base here for Regan, who singled twice and been hit by a pitch. Brings up Uhas. He's been on twice. Just gone down at the plate, trying to score from first earlier in the game. Was showing a bunt, but takes it back. Braintree potentially playing some small ball here. They look for the go-ahead run. Can't afford to lose this game. It's early in the year, but it's one that you have to have after having a comfortable lead most of the way. Ball was fouled off. Wasn't far off from being caught by the catcher. Third baseman really deep, or really shallow right there on the grass, expecting it, but doesn't have to lay it down. He can swing away. He is squaring again and drops it down, and again can't get the ball in play. He's got to swing now. Last thing you want here is a strikeout. Try and put the ball in play. Make the defense have to make a play. And the pitch. pitch, and this one drilled out to right field. This one hooks, though, and it's foul. He had a big swing at that one, but couldn't straighten it out. That one's down the line. That's going to easily score the runner from first, but that one obviously hooked quickly. Big, loud swing. Again, the pitch, and this one out to left field on a flare. It's going to be a tough play. That one's going to drop down. The runner will reach second as that one was mishandled in left field. Had a chance to force out the runner who didn't get a great read on that one. And Braintree has the first 2 on, so they didn't get the sacrifice, but it works out in their favor. As time is going to be called. So a great spot here in the 6th inning as Braintree has the tying run, or the go-ahead run now at second. And they're going to make a pitching change. That was a quick plug there for the pitcher, as we will resume action in a moment with the first 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitching change has completed. As Braintree was showing a bunt, but pulling back. Rogers with an RBI double as last time is flied out and walked, but obviously in this spot in the game, late in the 6th inning. Braintree with the first 2 on, nobody out. And sacrificing this one back to the mound. The base was open there as the runners advance, and a good sacrifice to bring them over. So the sacrifice bunt brings them over to second and third. Do they put them on here and give up the double play ball? They are going to walk him intentionally. Does make sense in this spot to have a play at any base, but obviously Braintree can score in many different ways now. So the intentional walk will load him up. Still 1 out. Chance here for Casey. First pitch swinging, and that one is a strike. It's lined out, flied out, and walked. Now the ball needs to be put in play, and Braintree would love any sort of run here, whether it's sac fly or hit. And this one to right field should be deep enough as it tails to the line, and that is a fair ball. As 1 run scores, here comes a second, and now 2 runs score here in the inning. And the coach is not happy as the 2 sides are going to talk it over here. So 2 runs going to come across for the time being, unless the field umpire has something different than the home plate umpire. For now, it's going to be 8-6 Braintree. And they are going to overrule it, and they're going to change it. So the game is going to remain tied. They're going to take the hit off the board. The base is going to be loaded back up. And the complaint proves to be successful for the Norwood coach, who comes out. And now Braintree wants to make him pay here. Obviously in a 6-6 game, you don't want to see the game decided on a call that is the wrong call. Coach obviously not agreeing with it. Braintree still, it's a great opportunity here to go in front. And the pitch is down. Ready. Winds and fires, and he missed low. It gets away. Here comes the go-ahead run, and he scores anyway. And the ball doesn't lie there for the home team, who takes the lead 7-6. And that's been the story here in this game. Has been wild pitches. It's the second one Braintree scored on. Pitching has not been great here in their first game for Norwood, but Braintree trying to open things up now. And this one popped back up and towards the stands. Pitch, and a spoiled off pitch as he knocks it out of play. Braintree has gone in front here in the 6th inning. After the game was tied up in the top half, a hit here should extend it to a 3-run game. The infield coming in, still with 1 out, and the pitch. And he almost hit him up over the top. Catcher was saying that should have been a strike, but can't argue balls and strikes. And up over the top now, he walks him. Great at bat. And Braintree has loaded him up again. And a chance here for Grieve, who's yet to be retired. He's walked twice and singled. And first pitch swing, this should be deep enough for a sac fly attempt. As the catch is made, the runner heads home from third. The throw is going to be cut off, and it's 8-6 on the sac fly. Great piece of hitting there, taking it to right field. And that brings in a big insurance run. So both runs end up coming around to score anyway after the ball was ruled foul. Lead is now for the home team. That one's down. 2 on, 2 down, and the pitch is down. A lot of runs in this game. It's been that way for the first couple games now. Braintree pitching. That's in their first strike. Offense, though, of course, coming around much better this game. Been helped out, though, with a lot of walks against. And the pitch is, again, well off the plate. So the pitching change didn't work out in Norwood's favor here in this inning. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be inside, and he's walked another one. That's 10 walks now allowed by the Norwood pitching. And if you want to include the intentional walk, that's 11. Pitch on the way is knocked out of play. Goes after that first pitch. Down to the number 9 spot. Stenman, who drew a walk his last time. And takes the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here with 2 outs. Braintree holding on to a 2-run lead. got it here in the 6th inning. That one's well off the plate. Norwood down to the final 3 outs. Braintree holding on to a 2-run lead right now. Inning still going. And the pitch is upstairs. Good at bat here. Braintree's had some solid at bats here in this 6th inning. Facing some adversity here in the 6th inning. After giving up the lead, they get it right back. All started with a leadoff base hit. It was a long time ago now for Regan. And this one's slapped out of play. The bat continues. And another foul ball. Continues to make the pitcher work hard. And the pitcher work hard. These are all tough pitches. The base is full. And that one hit him in the back, and he brings in a run. What an at bat there. And that's the 2nd time in the game he's been hit by a pitch to bring in a run. Braintree has opened it up now to a 9-6 advantage. And a hit here will blow it wide open. First pitch swinging as that one's knocked out of play. It's been a good rebound effort from Monday's defeat. The pitch on the way is back in the similar direction, foul. Pitch on the way, and that one's down. Nice scoop from the catcher. And the pitch, he goes after and strikes out. But Braintree has a great inning here as they leave him loaded. They score 3 times and have a chance to close out the game with a 3-run lead, 9-6, as we head to the 7th. Top of the 7th, and the first pitch in there for a strike. Trying to come in and close the door here. The final 3 outs. Braintree scored 3 in the bottom half of the 6th in what's been a back and forth game. Braintree has not trailed. Now looking to close the door on their first win of the season. Five, 6, and 7 in the inning. 9-6 game. And the pitch just missed. And that's in there for a strike as the hitter tries to dart out of the way. "3-2," and that one knocked out of play. Righty ready. And the pitch. And another foul ball. Just the second pitcher Braintree's used here today. And that just missed. As a walk begins the inning. See what Norwood has left in their tank. Coming back a couple of times. Home team would love a ground ball here, middle of the infield. As the pitch just missed. Gonna find the zone now. Walk the leadoff man. As Uhas will hold on the runner at first. And the pitch, and he missed upstairs. So no, he's got to come in with something good here. And a strike. Getting ready on the 2-1, he missed low. Danger of walking the first two. It's the last thing you wanted to see with a 3-run lead. And the pitch, he missed again. The first two have been walked. Gonna play behind the runner now. Trying to get an out. And a pitch. Yeah, it's cut on and missed. Back-to-back walks to start the inning. Tying run coming to the plate. And the pitch out in front of it. Stay with the fastball here. Hitter's been behind it. Love a strikeout now for that first out. And this one hit hard out to left field. This one hit really well up and over the head as the runner will come around and he will score as another run heading towards the plate. The throw is towards third and the throw is gonna be in time. And what are you thinking there? What are you doing as a base runner down a run trying to turn it into a triple? That is just terrible base running. Great hit, but just a really bad mistake on the bases. You're the tying run. You would have been at third with nobody out. A big change in this one now as it's 9-8, but the bases are empty. Brings in 2 runs on the double, but obviously caught trying to take an extra bag. Both sides have run into some outs on the bases. None bigger than that. This one on the ground foul. Had him tied up on the inner part of the plate. As this one to left field, a base hit. As the throw is back in towards second. And that would have potentially tied the score had they not tried to take an extra bag. 9-8 game, and Braintree holding on for dear life to a 1-run lead. That one missed off the edge. That's one on the ground, middle of the infield. Over to second for one, and the throw back to first is not in time. And the runner now will try and go for second. Another questionable decision. The throw down, and he is out to end the ball game. As Norwood runs into 2 outs, just terrible, terrible base running here in the 7th inning. And Braintree gifted the victory here in the 7th inning. Just terrible base running. Running into 2 outs, the tying run is cut down twice in the inning, and Braintree holds on. A tough defeat here today for Norwood, who drops this one on the road. 9-8, Braintree gets in the win column, but it was far from easy here today, as they led at one point by 4 runs, took the lead, had a 3-run lead heading into the 7th, but things got interesting. But 2 bad base running blunders in the top half of the inning, and Braintree their first win of the season to improve to 1-1 on the year. So they'll be back in action tomorrow against Foxborough. That one here at home at 7:30. That'll conclude our coverage here today of a 9-8 game. On behalf of Chris Curran, our camera person, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.